Hi guys, the Benidorm Enthusiast here, and it is almost August, generally the hottest and the busiest month of the year for Benidorm on the whole. The beaches are busy, the old town is bustling, beachfront bars and restaurants are buzzing. From the La Cala end, all of Poniente, through the old town to Levante and the Rincon de Loix, there are people everywhere. In fact, the only area that tends to go a little bit quiet in August is the famous or the infamous Strip area, the street where the Brits go to party. And this surprises a lot of people. Many expect August to be the busiest time for the Strip, but it's quite the opposite. While the rest of Benidorm is booming, the Strip has a much calmer month in August, especially during the day. So why is that? Well, there are a few reasons really. The first is that it's just too damn hot for a lot of the Brits. Those who come here for a party holiday tend to prefer to come when it is a few degrees cooler. We get sunshine here on average for over 300 days a year in Benidorm, but in August, when the shade temperatures are generally around the 30-degree mark most days, it's not particularly comfortable boozing weather. There are very few stag and hen groups because a lot of them are getting married this time of year. The main month for the stags and hen parties in Benidorm is April, a few months before they actually tie the knot. If their Benidorm antics don't put that in jeopardy, that is. So, are there many Brits in Benidorm in August? Yes, there are still tens of thousands of British holidaying here over the course of the month. But it's family time, and families aren't usually spending all day in the pubs. They spend their days enjoying the beaches, around the pools, or out and about enjoying some of the many family-friendly activities that Benidorm has to offer. Families also tend to spend a lot more of the evenings staying in the hotels where there's more family-focused entertainment. We actually just did a video going through loads of family activities, by the way, so if you're coming out as a family in August, be sure to check that out so you can make the absolute most of your holiday and make some fantastic family memories. I'm going to be going through some special events going on in August in just a few moments, but first let's have a look at the weather forecast for August and see just how hot it's expected to get. So the third heat wave of the year has just started. I actually said in the comments on a video we did a couple of weeks ago when the first heat wave had just hit that we don't usually get 6 weeks of constant heat waves over summer, thankfully. But so far this summer, since the middle of July, it has felt like that's how it's going to be. We've had 2 very intense weeks when it comes to temperatures. Only a day or 2 when the peak daytime temperatures have dropped below 30 degrees in the shade. Those couple of days have allowed for the heat waves to be broken up, but the third official heat wave is here, and this is going to be a tough, long one. We've been seeing shade temperatures well into the 30s this week, and overnight temperatures haven't dropped below 25 degrees so far. So for me personally, it's not so much the heat I find uncomfortable, it's the humidity. When you're constantly sweaty and you just feel pretty icky all over, it's not very pleasant. During the day it's not so bad, you can cool off in the pool or in the sea, and there are lots of air-conditioned bars of course. So when you're on your holidays there are lots of nice ways to combat the heat. When you're working it is a little different. It's why a lot of businesses in Spain that aren't linked to tourism take the whole month of August off. I'm currently having about 5 cold showers a day just to try and keep my body temperature down when I'm working at home, so I don't feel like I'm about to spontaneously combust. It is working. As I said, the daytimes are hot, but they are bearable. But when it gets to midnight and it's still 28 degrees and really humid, that's when it gets a bit ratty. I get ratty for sure. It makes it almost impossible to sleep. Aircon costs a fortune to run. I dread to think what the electricity bills are for hotels here when they have the aircon running constantly. On that note, a very quick word about the sponsors of today's video, who by sponsoring this video are helping us pay our bills and maybe even get some good night's sleep with the aircon on. Thanks to Level 8. This luggage from Level 8 is by far the most stylish luggage I've ever owned. Not only is the suitcase durable, it's also really lightweight, and what I like about it most is how super smooth and quiet the 360-degree spinner wheels are. Inside you've got zip compartments for easily organising your holiday essentials, which will all be kept safe whilst travelling thanks to the TSA approved combination lock on top. They have a range of luggage sets coming in all different sizes. I went for the Atlas backpack and luggage set. The backpack has a heavily padded laptop compartment as well as loads of other pockets, and I was really surprised at just how much stuff the main section of the bag can hold. It's like the Sticky Vicky effect. How does all of that fit in there? What's great for you guys is you can now get 10% off this fabulous luggage by following our link below and using our code Benidorm10. And by supporting our sponsors, you're also supporting us. So it's a win-win for everybody. So if you are coming out this month, let's have a look at some things, extra things that are going on. In general, August is quite a relaxed month for events because of the heat, but there are a few things going on that might interest you. There's an evening craft market up at the Mirador area. That's the Old Town Headland area where the church is that breaks up the Levante and Poniente sides of Benidorm. Up there, during the summer nights, you'll find a few little stalls selling craft items. The stalls set up around 6 p.m, and weeknights, Monday to Thursday, there'll be some workshops as well that the public can get involved in learning how to make some of these crafts from around 8 p.m. We'll be having a look around at that market on our next video, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. There are some gaming events in August. If your kids are into video games, they may well want to take part in these. The Benidorm Gaming Fest takes place on 2 weekends in August. The 3rd and the 4th of the month, and then later on the 24th and the 25th of August. Both weekends in the evening from 7:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. These are completely free events outside the Youth Information Centre by the Town Hall at the Plaza SESEMEM in Reyes de España. That's the Town Hall Square. There'll be a varied selection of video games to play on different consoles, and youngsters are encouraged to come along and show off their gaming skills. They will need to register beforehand to take part, and we'll post a link for that in the video description. There'll be raffles and competitions, and they expect around 500 youngsters to participate on each day. There are a few concerts in the park behind the town hall during August. Lots of Spanish artists performing here this month. On the 7th of August it's Pablo Lopez. On the 8th, Antonito Molina. On the 17th, Latino pop duo Pimpinella will perform. They're all at the larger of the two concert areas in the park, the Auditorio Julio Iglesias. At the smaller one, the Auditorio Oscar Espler, we've got Fabiola Connection on the 14th. But the concert that really stood out to me for this month is the Earth, Wind and Fire Experience by Al McKay, who is actually, of course, a member of the actual band. That's on Friday the 16th of July at 10:30 p.m. at the Julio Iglesias Auditorium. Tickets aren't cheap, but they are selling fast, so if you want to go to that, I'd get it booked ASAP. These are all ticketed events, and we'll post links for tickets in the video description. There's also a free concert to end the summer on the 30th of August in the Oscar Espler, where everyone can come along for free. Also at the end of the month there's a dance and music event being held at the Hotel Grand Bali. The Benidorm Beach Festival will be from the 29th of August to the 1st of September. That will be celebrating salsa, bachata and kizomba music and dance. There'll be dance workshops, performances from some leading names in the field, as well as pool parties and social meetings. If you want more info on that, check the video description for links. I think that's about it for August. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. I'll do my best to find out the answers for you. Hope you have a great time if you're coming out here. Hit the subscribe button for us if you haven't already. It really helps us out. Doesn't cost you a penny, just means that you'll be following our channel. And hit the bell so you'll get a notification every time we upload a new video and you won't miss a minute of Benidorm stuff. Thanks for watching, stay positive and stay safe.